We want to welcome you all to another episode of Real Talk with Two Live Crew, episode 5. Motherfucker. And it's a very professional episode. I'm just playing. It's about something very special. But my name is Stephen P. Chill Mo.
Okay, Tracy Kelly, we in the building. We got your girl.
My name is Aisha. They call me Ice.
My name is Qualisha, a.k.a. Quad. As I always say, if you got air at home, appreciate that shit because it's hot as fucking here.
Hey, Quad.
All right, we have a special guest, and her name is Patricia Smith, better known as Patty Pips, in the entrepreneurship world. And she's going to get into about all the things that she's interested in and that she contributes to the, I'm sorry, I have my voice now, please. She contributes to the community, not just the black community, all the community.
Right.
Let's go. First off, I am so excited to be on
Let's Patty in the building. She got flew out. We flew her out.
This is an honor right here. We getting it popping. So I'm excited to be able to have this platform to speak. I want to thank you guys for being able to give me this opportunity. Because definitely, it's good to be able to talk to the folks about entrepreneurship and how to get the ball going. So just to give a little detail about myself, from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. And we know how the D is. Anybody from the D know how the D is, and you can only go left or right. And I made a decision at a very young age that I wanted to go the right way, but I also wanted to get the bag. I seen the drugs, I seen the game. They had the things that I wanted, but the result of what happened when they got the things was a life I didn't want to live. I ain't trying to go to jail.
Right.
I like my career. I'm talking about shout out to all my people holding it down. Because that was not the life for me. And you only gonna end up in one or two spots, a box or a box, either 6 feet or 6 feet.
Yeah.
And I said, I wanted to be able to move a different type of way. So at a young age, I started doing things like selling candy. I went from selling candy to juice and chips. In high school, I sold glasses and designer shoes and elevated. I just always kept my hustle going. So I've been hustling for a long time, but I really started tapping into like my inner entrepreneurship probably when I was in college, where I fixed phones all throughout college, right? I had an experience and I was like, I went to a job and I couldn't believe it. I said, this can't be the next 40 years for me.
Yeah.
This can't be it. It has to be something beyond this that I can do. And I understood that it was two sides of money. It was those with and those without, and that line was access, and I was looking for that access on the way out. And I started getting into phones and being able to fix that, and that was an opportunity for me to grow in that aspect.
I'm telling you,
And that took me all throughout college. I had an opportunity to own a business out in Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I moved at once I graduated from Saginaw Valley State University.
Okay.
I got my degree in international business. I got a double minor in computer information systems and communications. And college was an excellent experience. But I started learning a lot more about life. I started really learning a lot when I left out of school. And that's like a key importance of just moving throughout life. And I stepped into even more entrepreneurship with even just buying and resale. I started getting on eBay heavy, right? Being able to buy items in bulk and sell them out, plates, plaques, being able to go buy in bulk and stuff. And right now, what I'm currently doing is I've embarked on something that's allowing not just me to be able to win, because you can't teach somebody to hustle. Right? You can't teach somebody to be able to go on eBay and get these things and do it. And that's what's always was in my heart, was to be able to teach another person how they can do for themselves. My whole goal, little did I know, of my life was just financial freedom. Right? To have wealth. And that's what the name of my investment group is the Financial Freedom Traders. I trade for freedom. So I'm actually have an investment group where we're teaching individuals how to trade in different financial institutional markets to be able to earn an additional income for themselves and not necessarily use the markets as a way to get rich quick, because you can get rich quick, but you got to have a plan.
Yeah.
Right. And everything starts off with the mindset. So to any entrepreneurs that's looking to navigate through the business, that's looking to take the next step, if you're able to tap into the mind, everything else will show and happen and appear above, right in front of you. It's bringing the awareness. And in my investment group, that's something we talk about a lot, because you start being able to come into money, you start being able to come into some different things, and you have different experiences. If you make $1 million, spend $1 million, you still ain't got no money.
Yeah. Right.
So understanding the value of money and how to move in the doors that having money will open for you. A lot of people don't chase their dreams because they're at work, right? They don't have the time. That's the number one thing that people say when they say, well, why didn't you do X, Y, and Z? They say, well, I don't have the time. Now people have the time, and it's just always something that's going to continue to keep happening. It's going to say, I'm not going to do this. Well, really, all you have to say is, I'm going to do it. And that's the difference. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful. I'm not calling like just nobody like unsuccessful, because like I said, it's a mindset. And you're successful in some things and unsuccessful in others, but there's no such thing as failure as long as you keep pushing forward. And the progress on what my investment group and stuff is about is we empower each other to be able to navigate and really be able to see and help each other grow. So if I know something, I can teach you. If you know something, you can teach her. It's about helping one another. And it's in a community where when you think of helping, people think of that as a weakness.
Yeah.
Right. To be able to ask for help, to be able to say, yo, I don't understand, is that it's been almost degraded to, if you ask for help, that's something you shouldn't do.
You can't get nowhere by yourself.
And that's the biggest misconception about success, is that you got to get it on your own. It got to be me, it got to be me, it got to be me. But you got to step outside the ego and understand you can succeed a lot quicker with a individual, several people. These large companies, it's not just one person, might be one CEO, but these large companies consist of 5, 10, 20, 30, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
All these efforts that come together. And when we start talking about Black Lives Matter, we start talking about what's going on today and now. The marches are fine, the street paintings are cool, but it's power and money. Money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
And don't nothing get done.
Okay,
Don't
shot
nothing
off
get done.
We gonna take
Oh,
a shot
hold on.
to that. Take
All
a
right.
shot to that.
That's a worthy shot. Because that's facts. You start thinking of just different things and how stuff happens, you gotta have the money to back it up.
Yeah, true.
In the community, the Black community, the of-color community, what we lack? Finance. We don't lack the ideas, because we're all talented. We all got the skill set, but we lack that funding. That spoon is right there. Like, Auntie, can I get 20, 30, 40 dollars?
I
so I
have
can
a
start a
question,
company?
Patty. Question in the back for Patty.
Come on with it.
Okay. On your road to success, could you kind of tell me some of the obstacles that you have encountered and how did you deal with those obstacles?
Obstacles that I have come into was dealing with failure, of going after something and seeing it and thinking that you're about to accomplish it, and then it just smacked. That moment of being able to get back up, that moment to keep belief, everything that I've experienced and trials and tribulations, it's just been the belief. The belief that just because it's happened does not mean that what I'm going after is not gonna happen.
Right.
And it's been in situations where, I got knocked back down to zero, some would say. And my zero may be a lot different than your zero or anybody else's zero, right? Because we all have our own journey, we all have our own story.
Right.
But I definitely think mindset, because everything starts with the mind.
Well, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Well, knowing that when you start up a business, the first year or so, you're expected to, lose in a certain percent. So, what would you say to up and coming entrepreneurs that have that fear of losing, but wanting to go after that goal?
You gotta ask yourself, what hurts more? Living a life of knowing that you didn't go after the dream, or
You better
failing
preach
at
the
what
sermon
it
here. You
is
better not preach no sermon here on this couch.
that you going in. I'm just, I mean,
Okay.
you
You better not preach no sermon on
we
this
keep,
couch.
if we keeping it real, or we keeping it real?
Get it started.
Cause facts is facts, and,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So what hurts? What hurts? Knowing like, dang, I
didn't
read
go
a book,
after
The
that
Alchemy.
shit.
That's a good book, The Alchemist.
The what
But
again?
anybody, The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Spell it.
I am not a spelling bee champ. However, we'll put that in the comments for you.
Okay.
ALCHEMIST.
There we go.
Go get
The
that book. Go
Alchemist,
get
and
that
that's
book.
why.
That's a shout out.
Check that book out.
I am a spelling bee champ, by the way.
Come on.
That's a shot to that.
So you
We'll take a shot to
know.
that.
Google me.
Boom,
My
boom,
name
boom.
is Akila.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been getting kind of tipsy.
Okay, I went to the national spelling bee, baby. Akila.
End of the beat. Okay.
And that's also another important thing in success. Anything that you lack in, you have to put people around you to build your strengths, your weaknesses. Whatever your weaknesses is, you have to have individuals around you to help fall back on those weaknesses. So now it's all strengthened. Your strengths may be their weaknesses. And that's the power of intertwining. And a lot of entrepreneurs think, they don't want to collab. Right? They want to, this is me, this is my brand, let it go. If your hands is closed and you holding on to whatever you holding on to so tight, guess what? You're not opening your hands for something new to receive whatever that you want to get.
Okay, blessings.
All right, so I have something real quick. So when you are trying to work towards a goal, there are times where you do get distracted, or you get sidetracked, or to say. Can you explain how some ways you try to find your way back onto the focus track? How do you, when you feel yourself slipping off track, like when you're not doing your daily routine, you know what I'm saying? How do you get back to your routine and get back into where your focus and your goals are?
I take it one day at a time.
Got to.
I have days where I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, I have down days. I have days that I'm missing something, or I didn't do whatever it said that I was gonna do. And it's just okay. You just have to accept it, live with it, because it happened. I can't change it. I can't go back to it. I could make it happen. That's the only thing. That's it.
And if I may add on to it, you gotta press over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because shit will haunt you.
Yeah.
And it will deter your dream. And speaking from experience, from a person that was there at a certain point, that shit will slow you down.
Yeah.
Not only with your dream, but mentally as well.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep pushing. So I agree with totally what you're saying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Erica Badu said it best.
Come on, Erica.
Bag
on to what he was saying, as far as when things come to distract you or to deter you from your goals, I think the main thing that you need to do is know that in your mind that you are resilient.
Yeah.
And then that you are persistent and consistent
Come on, Nurse
in
Tracy.
what you want to do
Okay.
and what you want to pursue as a goal. And you can't let anybody,
You better tell them, Nurse Tracy.
no man, no woman,
Nurse Tracy.
RN Tracy.
no
Hubbard.
family, no friend. Nobody can get in the way into something that you want. Because if it's something that you feel in your heart, that you know what it is that you want,
Speak it.
and it feels right to you,
Mm-hmm.
you can't let nobody take bits and pieces off of your heart or how you feel. Don't let nobody pull a dream away from you. You gotta protect it. Like it's fucking gold.
With your life, you gotta
That's a
protect
fucking
it with
blood
your life.
diamond.
Yeah.
You protect it.
True.
You protect the blood diamond. Alright?
That's facts.
Yeah, like, you gotta like, yeah. So, let's go, Stevie. What we got going on now?
Well, a little bit about me. Well, you all know my name is Stephen P, aka Chill Mode. I have a lot of things that I just try to get up and running. I'm a dreamer at heart. Definitely a dreamer at heart. Always been a dreamer at heart. But one thing that I'm real persistent about, which is Ludell's Catering. Named after my grandmother. My grandmother was a big inspiration behind it. My grandmother used to teach me her recipes. I used to cook with my grandmother all the time. My grandmother was a big inspiration towards a lot of things that I did and do. Shout out to Jaden. He made the menus as well.
Our producer.
Yes, our executive producer. Shout out to Jaden. So, you know, it's just going after it, because not only do I want to go ahead and leave something for me, like a legacy, but I want to go ahead and chase after her legacy, because she did a lot for me, you know what I'm saying? So this is my somewhat gratitude towards her. So Ludell's Catering, I'm getting up and running. It's not, you know, what it is to be or what it should be right now, but I am working toward it. We are getting up and running. We just had an event just last week, which we did awesome with. Thank you. I'm just looking towards more things to come. Like I said, honestly, I was a person that dealt with doubt. I was a person that dealt with different things like that I had to get over, that I had to come out of, that I had to speak into myself to let myself know that my dream is not deferred. You feel me?
Okay.
So when I just learned to speak life into myself and not wait for anyone else to speak it, my dreams started to come true. Like I started to talk with my siblings, and Aja, which is basically like a sibling as well, Tracy, my number one, my ace, you know what I'm saying, about the podcast as well, because I just feel that we just have a lot to bring. Not only myself, but I just feel that the people in my circle, the people around me, have a lot to bring forth, you know? And I just feel that it is so much more to be done. And I'm just not giving up on the dream. So this is mine.
So what is Ludell's Catering? Like, what do? You make chicken? You
Ludell's-
make tacos?
Ludell's
You make...
Catering is soulful fine dining. Even though I specialize in soul food, any food that you want, I can hook it up for you.
Yeah.
Any events, wedding events, which one I'm gonna show it to you a little later. I whipped up a couple appetizers, macaroni and cheese bites, along with a new one that I tried. It's a garlic bread with a lobster spread. So it's really nice. So we're gonna try that a little later on.
Okay.
Yep. Any questions?
So, do you have any rib sauce?
Rib sauce? What is rib sauce?
You mean like the barbecue sauce?
Any kind of specialty sauce?
I do have a barbecue sauce,
From your
and
grandmother.
guess what? We can go ahead and make a video a little later on with you
What?
in the video. Okay, I can show you how to make that sauce.
No, just specialty rib sauce is.
There we go. I'm thinking she's saying barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what she's saying.
That's the barbecue. Rib sauce. Like ribs. Sauce for
Hungry.
ribs.
Let's see what you got.
So let's see what you got.
We're gonna bring it out toward the end of
So,
the
like,
show.
do you cater? Do you
I
like
do
drop?
cater.
Do you drop dinners off on Sundays?
I cater.
Do you have specials on on Fridays too for 15 plates? Like,
Well, I do. I cater all events. Also, we are trying to get together weekend dinners starting this upcoming weekend. We're going to get to you with that. Our executive producer, Jaden, he's helping me with the menu. So that should be done by tomorrow afternoon. You all will see that.
Let them know what city you in, what state you in.
Well, Detroit, Michigan, indeed, of course. And also, we're also going to plan some pop-ups, some places downtown that I'm working with that I call, and that is going to allow me to come in and do my thing. So we're trying to expand and do big things.
I see you out here.
okay, like I don't eat cheese, so you got something for people who lactose. Like, I'm trying to make sure that your menu gonna be broad, or it's gonna be like, I know I can't go there.
Truth, if I don't have anything in my recipes for you, there's no problem with looking something up and whipping something up for you. There's no telling the customer no. So I got you.
So you're
Always right.
You're a customer satisfaction guarantee.
That's how you get that business, that money, and that talk. Okay. But yeah, it's just something I enjoy, and I've never been, the 9 to 5 type person, and it has nothing to do with like being lazy or anything, because I've never been a lazy nigga. But at the same time, I've always had the mindset of working for myself, being my own boss. You know what I'm saying? And
What
it's
made
all
you want to be what made you want to do that?
because I don't like instruction from others. I don't like. Let's be real about it. I don't like management. You know what I'm saying? I've always have a boss attitude, and I don't have a problem with it. So I'm using it to use, and this is the best way. Doing what I do best. So.
I get you.
You think I make you want to slap my mama?
I wouldn't recommend that you slap Stephanie Boswell. Shout out God, mama. I wouldn't recommend you do it.
I'm just asking if you're gonna be that good. I want to know. Like, I'm excited. I want to know. I can't wait.
Let me
It's
tell
about
you.
to be the holiday season. I don't like
Give
to
me
cook
a
no more.
give me a non-dairy dish, and I got you, sis. I
People
got
don't eat meat or pork. You gotta
So
make sure
what
meat.
about dessert?
you. Dessert. Oh, my favorite
What is
dessert.
your, like, tell us one of your recipes. Like,
Girl.
give us one recipe.
Okay. Everybody seems to like my macaroni and cheese bites, which is nothing much but macaroni and cheese in little bite-sized forms. Which is elbow noodles. It's a cheese sauce with cream cheese, cheddar cheese. Yeah, man, I know dairy, I know. It's a lot of cheese mixing, a lot of seasoning, milk. I'll tell you everything, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, magician
You know,
never
just to
tells
mention-
all the tricks.
Little eggs, you know what I'm saying? Put them in a little cupcake trays. And you got little macaroni and cheese bites. They're so convenient and they're so beautiful. They're so nice. So, especially like for little events, parties. Macaroni and cheese bites are very convenient. Hit me up, I got you with
Put them on
them.
the
Give you a
food
good deal.
network. Take me to Food Network show.
Get it.
So the dessert.
So that,
Oh, my
they wanna
favorite
know about the
dessert.
dessert.
My favorite dessert.
I
My
need
favorite
I need
dessert.
dessert after dinner. Like I need something sweet to have after
We're
dinner.
gonna have
specialty
to do a whole episode.
I would love that.
I
You gotta
got
give me
you.
a good
And my favorite dessert is
Oh.
Give me an apron.
Give me
my
something
favorite
to look
dessert
forward
and
to
my
like
favorite
every
dessert
night.
to prepare is banana pudding. I'm a fool for banana pudding. That's something that I made with my mother and my grandmother as a child. So that's something that I've been rocking with forever.
It
So,
ain't better than my grandma's banana pudding.
oh, I want it. Can you tell her to make me some?
I will.
Please.
I'm about to.
I don't turn down no banana pudding. Period. Nobody banana pudding. You banana pudding. You banana pudding. You banana pudding.
Oh my God.
Okay. Pretty pop. Okay. Okay. Well, I just personally want to
Thank Patty, my best friend. She decided to leave and move to New York. You know what I'm saying? She came down here, she supported us.
Beautiful.
I appreciate her giving us any information. Patty, if you want to give out your Instagram or anything, if anybody want to contact you personally, network, you know.
You guys can reach me on Instagram at Patty Approves. That's PATTYAPPROVES.
And then that spelling coming.
You feel me? Woo! Just came back just like that for y'all. So definitely tap in with me if you're interested in learning how to start your own journey to financial freedom.
Yes.
I definitely can help guide you towards this journey, and it'll be one that we'll take together. Again, thank you guys for having me
You should write a
out.
book.
Thank you so much.
You should
Book
write a
coming
book.
soon.
Yep.
Book
Speaking
coming
it into
soon.
existence. Book coming soon. You
Book
heard it
coming
here
soon.
first
It's
on
titled,
Real Talk
That's
with
My
Two
Best
Live
Friend.
Crew.
That's my best friend.
She is.
Author,
And one of the,
billionaire,
like the back of the picture, you know, the
philanthropist.
picture they have on the book. I want to be in the picture.
extraordinary.
That's my
What'd you
best
say,
friend.
Qualisha?
My
You know how they have the book cover? You know how they have the
Yes.
pictures on? I want to be here. I want to be.
You want to be on our book cover?
No, not on the cover, the back. You know how they have
Like on the
pictures?
back, like
Yeah, like, you know,
She is the
I can be her
head.
I
model.
think that can happen.
Black is beautiful.
Always.
Yes.
Always and period. Always
So
and
also, for all of our subscribers,
Our next 2 episodes, we're going to be talking about a very, very, very broad and very important topic. It's going to be titled Black Lives Matter. So all of our subscribers, if there's anything that you would like to talk about, any questions, any discussions, any issues that you might have, anything you need to vent to us about, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be freely mind open. It's just a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. When we say Black Lives Matter, Black lives, they definitely do matter, but it's a lot of things that's going on out here in the world, and we need to be able to protect each other, and we need to be able to come together as one.
Yeah.
So we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to try to figure out how we can become one.
Yeah.
And I really hope everybody voted yesterday. I really hope y'all voted yesterday. Because if you didn't, I'm mad. We have to get Donald Trump out of office.
Period.
Yeah,
We have to.
definitely.
Purple pumpkin. Purple pumpkin.
I'm just going to put that out there. That's all I got to say.
Also, I want to add, we are getting our shirts out. The next episode, you will see our shirts on us. Also, for those that buy and subscribe and buy our shirts as well, you're going to get a raffle number as well, because we're going to raffle off something really nice. So when you go ahead and pre-subscribe for your shirts and pre-order your shirts, you'll get that number, that confirmation number that you know. You got anything, Trey Faye?
I just want to say thank you again, Patty, because this is my best friend, aka Patty Pitt. I love saying that. I say all the time. I be promoting her show, and you know, and I promote her all the time. But
Hey, that's what you
she
said.
do know it for her though. But I do want to say thank you again. I want to thank you, Stevie, because you know you let me know about your creative and before trying to do business and open your own business. Never be afraid to do what you want to do. Like Tracy said, don't let nobody take away from your dreams. Thank y'all. This was the Real Talk with the 2 Live crew, and we're gonna continue to turn up.
Oh,
Who got crew? Hey, talk, hey, hug shake, toast to the good life.